welcome to Tuesday, March 22nd. I have no idea how it is already March 22nd, but here we are. We have a lot of warm-up items and items that you're going to use today. So we need a bench, we need a rack. If you're doing on the ground, that's fine as well. Maybe you're doing dumbbell bench press. We need a pull bar, we need some rings, or again a bench for those ways to customize the dips. Something to jump over. We have a parallel. If a parallel is too high, then you can also jump over a dumbbell or a kettlebell. To warm up, we're going to also need a box. For some of us, you might want to go ahead and grab a PVC pipe just to help you control working on those pistols. Today is a day where there are so many ways to customize so many things today, so I'm not going to go over them all, but I will go over a few that I'm going to suggest for today's workout, okay? If you want to use a different variation, that's perfectly fine. Part A today, excuse me, Part A today, 5 sets. We're going to be doing 3 to 4 weighted strict pull-ups, all right? If you don't have weighted, then just strict. If you're still working on strict, maybe we're working with the barbell on the rack or a band on the rig, okay? Maybe those are even tempo ring rows, all right? We're gonna rest 60 seconds after those strict pull-ups, and then we're going to get 12 to 16 total alternating pistols. Again, there's 17 variations of pistols. I'm gonna show you 2 or 3 possibly. After that, part B is going to be an AMRAP in 12 minutes, so as many rounds as you can in 12 minutes. It's going to be 5 bench press with the barbell. Decently heavy. If you don't have a spotter though, obviously make sure that you can get those 5 reps every single time. Fine, okay? 10 toes to bar are versions of 15 ring or assisted ring or bench dips. And then 30 lateral jumps over something. So 30 total there, okay? So 1, 1, 2, 2, all right? So let's get to it. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna do some Tabata, just line jumps, kind of wake up those calves, get that heart rate going. So you're going to find a line to jump over or just an imaginary line, okay? We're gonna go side to side first. Ideally, your feet are staying together. If you have some type of injury and need to do a little staggered step, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest. Here we go, side to side. Ponytail. Woo! Tripping over the mat. Keep going. And rest. We're gonna rest for 10 seconds. We're gonna go front to back. So same concept, except now we're going forward and backwards, all right? 3, 2, 1, go. Front to back. As little or as big as you want to make those. Again, I need to talk for the rest of this, so I'm gonna let y'all do your 20 seconds. And rest. This time you're gonna pretend there's 4 squares. You're gonna jump in each one of them. Here we go. Whichever direction you go this time, you're going to go a different direction the next time. Keep going. And rest. We're gonna rest that 10 seconds. Reverse direction. So if you went clockwise, go counterclockwise. If you went counter, go clockwise. Go. Again, in that 4 squares. Keep going. And rest. You're going to go through that one more time. All 4 of those movements, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. One more time through. So if you want to pause me now, you can. And then come back. Hopefully you did that and you're not just staring at me. Okay, so we've gone through our Tabata line jumps. We're now going to get an active hang on the barbell. I didn't have enough room to get my big box out. I'm not able to jump up there confidently with my not so great ankle. So You're going to hop up there, you're going to get that hollow position, and you're going to hang for 20 seconds. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Keep those shoulders activated. Point those toes. Core should be tight. Just hanging. And come out of that. We're going to lay down flat on the ground. We're going to get some single leg bridge ups. So, move all my stuff out of the way here. So one leg goes straight up into the air, shoulders stay back on the ground, driving straight up, engaging the glute that you're driving with. Getting 10. Try to get those hips high. 5, 6, just tapping and going right back up. 9, 10. Switch sides. This unilateral work is going to be great for those pistols later. Drive those hips up. 8, 9, 10. All right, we're gonna hop up on the pull-up rig again. Actually, just kidding. We're going to hop on the rings. We're going to get some negatives, all right? So I've lowered my rings today just so I can show a couple of modifications. Normally, you want the rings to be about chest high so that you're able to have some room below you to dip, okay? So with the negatives, you're going to be up here, and then either without assistance or maybe just with one toe barely touching, you're going to lower yourself down. 1, 2, 3, and then you can either jump back up or you can dip out of it if you want to, but remember, you're gonna be doing plenty of these in the workout, so don't overdo it. So again, we're gonna get 3 to 5 of those for right now. So go ahead, 1, 2, 3. All right. 2 to 3 more if you have not already done so. I'll let this motorcycle or loud truck pass. All right. The next thing we're going to do is with your box or possibly your bench, depending on whatever you have, we're going to get some step downs. I'm going to use my PVC pipe because my brain and my ankle don't talk like they used to. They had a little falling out. So I'm barely holding on to this. I'm going to not let this knee buckle in. As I go down, I try to touch just my heel to the ground, and then I'm driving back up, okay? Let's get 5 per side, driving back up. Nice and controlled, hinging at the hips, trying not to bounce off of the ground, okay? I'm gonna drop it for my other side because my left side and my brain are still friends. So I'm gonna go down, touch, come back up, touch. Notice this knee, it's not caving in. All right, 3 to 5 of those. Shake that out. So our glutes should be firing pretty well now. I'm going to go over and slide these rings over. It was really not a good setup for today with all the items. All right, so our bench, I'm going to lay down under it. Put mine too far down. All right, we're going to get a little tempo bench with just an empty barbell. So remember, we're not going out with those elbows. We're going straight down, touching the chest, driving back up. So let's go down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Explode and pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, pause, back down. Let's get Good. And then re-rack that. Okay. Straight leg kips today, guys. Again, I'm not hopping up there. What I want you working on is just seeing how high you can get your legs with that straight toes to bar, okay? That progression of straight toes to bar. So I want you to start out slow, light, or small kips, opening, closing, getting bigger, getting bigger. This should give you an idea of what your version of toes to bar are going to be today. Go ahead, knock out 10 of those, working your way up higher and higher each time. No, these do not have to be straight leg for the workout. But if you are working on those toes to bar, this would be a great progression. If you do not have full toes to bar today, that would be a great progression to use, trying to hit the same height every single time. All right? Okay, our assisted dips for the day. We can either do these on rings or a bench. If you have ring dips, go ahead and knock out 5 of those. If you do not, here's a progression. So we can have our heels on the ground, trying to put most of the weight on our arms and our upper body rather than our feet, so we're not standing completely. We're kind of balancing on our heels or our toes, whatever works for you. If you're doing these on a bench, avoid the hornet that just came out of one of the holes in the rack. I've never been stung by a hornet. Doesn't feel good. I had my first one this year, so I'm just gonna avoid him. Yeah, I don't wanna mess with you. Okay. So, I'm gonna pull the bench away from him now. This just flew off a little bit. You're here. The further your legs are out, the more difficult these are gonna be, even with one leg, okay? So this would be the hardest. Make sure you switch legs periodically. This would be a little bit less challenging, okay? Making sure we're not getting too far past parallel, all right? So we're just going to try to go right to parallel and right back up. Those would be your bench dips, okay? Your lateral, now I'm paranoid about the hornet. Your lateral hops. For these, even if you have had an injury, we would like you to try to hop with both feet today, okay? So even if it's just a line that you're jumping over, perfectly fine. We want you to try to avoid this today, okay? So I'm going to be jumping over the dumbbell. Not too confident over there. I think I will try this when I go to do this workout today. But for right now, I'm gonna jump over this so we don't all get a fun show. All right, here we go. So hopping, boom, boom, boom. Try to keep that continuous motion if you can, as opposed to here, here, okay? So whatever height you need to adjust to so that you can keep moving there, all right? And then we're going to grab yourself some water, whatever you need to. You're going to build up your weight for your barbell on bench. If you don't do bench very often, then that'll be a fun movement for you in this workout. Those are controlled, obviously. We're not running to the barbell and getting on them and pressing and going. Make sure you put that barbell back on the rack every single time, okay? Dips, I already showed you. You can do bench, you can do regular. Again, if you have a band or all the other versions that are out there, but those are the ones that we would suggest today to make them challenging. Toes to bar, as high as you can. If you're just now getting comfortable with hanging, then maybe we're doing strict knee raises, okay? Arms locked up. Strict knee raises or maybe weighted knee raises, okay? And then, like I said, the hop overs. So 12 minutes of work after those 5 sets. Your shoulders and your glutes are gonna feel amazing after pistols and strict weighted pull-ups. So enjoy that. Get ready for the rest of the week.